Welcome to Headbanger Sports. We have Felicity Fonseca here with us from Liberty University. She is a D1 softball player. But not only is she a D1 softball player, the reason we actually have her here is because she has worked with Ryan Ellis, who trains out of here from Florida Baseball Club. Ryan kind of walked me through a little bit of your history, and I wanted to give a story behind who you are and let the people kind of know who you are, to introduce you to all of our audience, give you a new fan base, and hopefully get you signed in maybe a new NIL deal, people. What drove you to play baseball, first of all? Because obviously you played baseball for longer than you've played softball now.
Yeah.
And I want to know the history, what made you do that?
Well, I was born in New Jersey, and when I was 4 years old, we moved to Port St. Lucie, and the Mets, they have a spring training facility in Port St. Lucie, and my dad kind of took me to a game, and I fell in love with the game, and literally went to every spring training game there, and they play baseball there. They don't play softball, so that's all I know.
Hey, Ryan. It just so happens that he's walking in.
I'm actually busy right now.
So this is Ryan Ellis, everybody. All right, Ryan Ellis is owner and operator of Florida Baseball Club, and
Yes.
also a trainer of Felicity, and the reason that we're in this interview in the first place. So I'll let you guys roll for 2 seconds.
I've just known
Give the world
Felicity
a
since she was, how old? 10?
I was young.
So 7, 8 years old. Geez, time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
7, 8. She was playing baseball for a long time, then was doing baseball and softball, and then finally transitioned into softball. Just strictly softball, your junior year of high school? Junior year of high school, and just took off from there.
Yeah.
So, but it's been great.
That's good leeway, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about getting into softball. Who was the person that was like, hey, you got to make a decision. You're either going to play baseball or you're going to play softball?
Yeah, I honestly don't think anyone was necessarily need to make a decision. I think a lot of people encouraged me to play both, just because I honestly feel like playing baseball was making me a better softball player, playing in a bigger field, playing with guys. Guys are naturally bigger, stronger than girls are, and I think that's a lot of what pushed me to be the player that I am.
Going from baseball to softball, what is the biggest difference in the game that you see?
I think definitely hitting offensively, it's just so different. I feel like that's the biggest thing that makes it two different sports. Baseball obviously comes down, down angle. It also feels a lot better off the bat. I love hitting baseballs. Softball, it goes up, down, with also a lot of movement. I mean, also timing-wise, it's shorter, but they're throwing 70 miles an hour, so just being on time, I think is the biggest adjustment that we've had to make. I love it, and I put the work in.
So your dad told me that you actually were playing in a travel game, and you went to a baseball game, and you were at this tournament, and these coaches just happened to be around talking about this young girl who's playing baseball. And you showed up, and your first at bat, you fouled it off, and then the next swing was a home run.
Yeah.
And then you managed to hit off 6 or 7 home runs in that tournament?
Yeah.
And that was your first softball tournament?
Yeah, it was.
First softball tournament. So that's impressive. Just going from, being at 13, 14, 15 years old and having to go through that adjustment of baseball to fast pitch, and then trying to make a transition midday, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I have to ask because everybody's going to want to know, do you prefer baseball or do you prefer softball?
They're two different things. I feel like softball, the game moves a lot quicker, so that's what I love about it the most. I was also a little bit of a pitcher in baseball. Obviously, pitching and softball is a little bit different. I do miss throwing overhand. Honestly, I don't really think I have a preference. I like both of them, equally.
And you've been back home for 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
And I've seen you here 5 times. So you're putting your work in.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody at Liberty, you guys should be extremely proud because Felicity's working her tail off. But yeah, it's cool to see, man. I love your story. Like I said, I want everybody else to kind of hear your story. Going from baseball and transitioning into softball, especially mid high school, that's not something that you ever hear of. So
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So reach out to Felicity. We'll tag her down in the comments, and anybody looking for NIL deals,
Let's do
got
it.
you a good one.